as is the case most nights. We've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooter's league is what you see most of now.
So here's Dallas' starting group. Finney Smith plays the 4 with Wood at center. Luka Doncic is out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward position. Finney Smith's shot is off. Pass to the Magician. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Outside for LeVert. Inside. Here's Doncic. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Doncic, because he's so skilled and so savvy, he does a nice job forcing the defense into tough spots when they're guarding.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
Here's the Magician. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. It's stolen by Doncic. And they're on the break. And stolen by Simmons. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Pass to the Magician. Tipped away. Doncic with it. Picked up by Simmons. Doncic outside. Now here's LeVert. Here's Mikhailuk. Wood outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Finney Smith. Kept alive. The layup misses.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Here's the Magician. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Doncic. And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease. Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Here's LeVert. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
What a tough make that was by LeVert. Refused to be denied, and great concentration.
Pass to the Magician. Takes a 3. Knocks down the long J. He's got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
LeVert outside. Here's Finney Smith, guarded by Durant. Finney Smith's shot is off.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And Brooklyn has possession. 6 to shoot. Here's the Magician. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this.
Brooklyn has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Sharp out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's the Magician in at the point. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Into the lineup for your Nets, Miles called the magician in the last matchup against the Bulls was a man on a mission. He scored 27 points and was relentless, drawing fouls and cashing in at the line. And you can see his teammates rally around him in that game. Confident performance.
Great work. Thanks for that. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
No, you can't bet against a guy like that. He looks like he's in a groove, focused, on top of his game. No reason that he can't keep it going.
That was not an easy move. I mean, especially against that length.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
Wood against Turner. Wood passes to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. That one a little long.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's the magician. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Mavericks trailing. Beyond the arc. And there's Holiday. That's good. On the assist from LeVert. Holiday's got 5 points now this quarter. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they're loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Well, Irving takes advantage of any mistakes defenders make, so you've got to recognize how crafty he is.
No good on the free throw. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived.
Durant inside. He's checked by LeVert. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line. A chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, you know, you're kidding yourself if you think Durant is going to back down from the opponent. And what a strong finish there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
Another thing is they've created lots of second chances at the line, knocking down a high percentage of their free throws tonight.
Lets it go. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And now it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
And the confidence Irvin has is something I really appreciate. I mean, he's ready to shoot it as soon as he gets it and not afraid of any kind of shot.
And here's Doncic outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Irving, second chance shot. And that one's good. Shot wrong. And the Nets lead by 7.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Back to Doncic. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Outside Holiday. That shot off the mark. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Back to Doncic. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. To Wood. Outside Holiday. No good on the triple.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
And that one's good. The magician. 12 points for him.
I just love the ball boots.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star from his second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go. Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Sharp. Claxton comes in for Turner. Thomas, he's checked in for Durant. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Irving. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Finney-Smith checked in for Mikhailuk. Green comes in for LeVert. Hardy, he's checked in for Holiday. And Payton is subbed in for Doncic. Wood misses. Now the Nets with it. They're on a 12-3 run. Here's the Magician, guarded by Payton. Here's the Magician. Mavericks with the rebound. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
You know, in that game, it was just too much disparity in effort level between the two teams, especially on the glass.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
The Mavericks have got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Back to Payton. Pass to Green. Screen. 26 seconds left in the first half. Down low. Wood. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Wood's got 7 points.
Wood taking good advantage of his size and his height, getting him a look at the hoop right there.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied.
And finishes with force. Boy, you gotta love that.
And the bucket is good.
Really a smart look that time by Wood, giving the ball up to his wide open teammate.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Your next team. Please give a big round of applause.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And the Nets with possession here. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Finney-Smith plays the 4 with Wood at center. Karis LeVert is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
That's an example of a guy who has really figured out his game. Wood imposing his will at the rim. An area of big improvement for Christian Wood recently, his defensive presence. He's been doing more on that end of the floor the last couple of seasons.
10 feet away. The shot by Mikhailuk, no good.
That's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
And that one drops for him.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Pass to Wood. Back to Doncic. 4 on the clock. Let's go with a 3. He drops it from range. Doncic has got 8. That defensive improvement certainly shows up in Wood's stats, Clark.
Clearly, you look at his rebounds, BA, his shot blocking, all areas where he's making a bigger impact. You love seeing a guy like him who took a while to find his way into the league step up in that manner.
The Magician misses. For Dallas, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Got a piece of it. Woods over to help. Outside Simmons. Pass to the Magician. It's rebounded by Dallas. Levert's got 4 rebounds now.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Now here's Simmons. He's marked by Finney-Smith. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Holiday's checked in for the Mavericks.
And, you know, because Turner is such a good free throw shooter for his position, defenses really can't send him to the line too often. He'll make them pay.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Mikhailuk. And stolen by Simmons. Buries it down low. Simmons has got his second basket.
Boy, Simmons so dangerous in these open floor situations. I love his aggressiveness in getting to the right spot.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
You know, B.A., even with the game well in control, he's going right at the rim. I love it.
Going inside. And it's good. 2 points. Simmons has got 6.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Levert finds Holiday. Turner against Wood. Pass to Levert to win the run. Williams grabs the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's the Magician, guarded by Doncic. Offensive rebound. Can't get it to fall.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here. What's up? He's checked in for the Mavericks. We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Here's the Magician. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 14 points for him.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Left side, Payton. 11 seconds left in the third quarter here. Wood. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, that was a smart, heady play by Wood to get the contact. For a center, he's a pretty good foul shooter, too.
Wood hits them both. Outside Irving with 1 on the clock. Hold the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. And the Nets lead by 12. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break up 12. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kevin Durant is out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Miles Turner. And it's the Magician in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Nets 5. And Wood with the stuff.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop emphatically.
Brooklyn has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's the Magician. Pass to Vucevic. And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted. Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's the Magician. He's checked by Levert. Here's the Magician. Ooh, he connects. His 7th basket. He's 7 of 15 now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
LeVert passes to Wood. Doncic outside. Green in the post. Durant's there. And it's Green missing.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Doncic passes to Green. And Durant with the block.
Well, that'll get everybody on the bench fired up. They love to see KD playing some D like that.
Brooklyn's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line on this one. Pass to the Magician. Another shot. The shot, no good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Green. And here's Finney-Smith. It's LeVert on the wing. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Simmons, the pass to Durant. Here's the Magician. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Sends it home from three-point land.
That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Here's LeVert. And he banks in the layup.
You know, you can see the confidence level LeVert has by how often he hunts for his shot, especially from there.
Time called here. The Nets decide to talk it over now.
Now heading onto the floor, your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
Well, you know, he'd been struggling lately. This one was a big one for him. He roared back, made sure to snap that cold streak tonight. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Simmons against Doncic. Pass to the Magician.
1 to miss the play. Fourth quarter.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Christian Wood picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
LeVert outside. The Magician grabs the miss.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Pass to Durant. 1:25 left to play in the fourth quarter. Yep, that one goes. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Winning in strong fashion. A relentless effort notches a W
For the Nets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
That'll do it for this one. They've earned their 27th victory of the year tonight.
And when you only face a team twice on the season, you love to win that first one. Now
What are your thoughts on it?
I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get it